What's good? Welcome back to my brothers and I. Today we're going to have a good question. All right. I just want to first shout out everybody who's watching right now. I appreciate you guys coming out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys
Good,
ready for
bro.
what?
Thank
Yeah,
you very much.
Let's do it. So my question for today is like I really want to know, like, when it comes to life, right? What is the hardest thing to do in life? What is the hardest thing to do in life? Who wants to go first?
stay alive. No, I'm just
Love unconditionally. I'll go first.
Okay, go ahead.
Love unconditionally is the hardest thing to do in life.
Okay, I got a second question to that. Loving unconditionally is the hardest thing to do in life. Does that mean you only have to love one person unconditionally, or can you love multiple people unconditionally?
Technically, we're supposed to be loving everybody unconditionally.
Amen.
If we're
That
looking in a Bible sense, we're supposed to love the neighbor unconditionally.
We're yes, we're talking about agape love to the world.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. No, we're talking about loving in general.
What you,
the sweet love, right?
Yeah, that's funny.
Hard to because you're supposed to love your enemies and everybody who's against you,
hmm
Hmm.
everybody dislike you, or even your spouse when y'all not agreeing with each other, you still supposed to love them.
Right?
I agree with
That's tough.
you. That takes some real humbleness to do.
It takes a lot of sacrifice as well.
It does. It really it does. You
That's
gotta
tough.
lower yourself for real.
Yeah, yeah, bring it down.
No, that's not my go-to. I'm just agreeing.
When you when you really don't like them, like I don't like you. How am I supposed to love you? I don't like
Bro,
you.
Dang.
what would they be then? If they're not a person,
A, a turtle. A turtle.
that
Oh, a mosquito.
could smack them.
You know, nobody likes mosquitoes. There's not a single person in the world that likes mosquitoes.
I
That's
couldn't smack
disrespectful.
Aaron.
Uh,
The hardest life is.
Who's next?
I said, what do you think the hardest thing in life is? There ain't no rhythm or rhyme or reason. I don't have
Right?
my answer.
Go ahead, man.
Okay,
No,
Elijah.
no,
It's on you,
no,
Elijah.
no. No, I'm not ready either, to be
Oh,
real.
wow.
Okay, so I'm gonna say living life, just living, period, is super hard because you run into so much stuff that you're not necessarily taught about all the time, or there's always new experiences, and you can always say you're gonna react one way, but you never ever know how you're gonna react to a situation until you're actually put in that exact situation.
Correct. That's true.
That point.
Tough.
Oh,
No,
Way
I, I feel like
they
I feel
say
like
you
it's low key a go to.
God be like, "Oh, I thought you would never do it like this," and then he gonna be like, "Mm-hmm."
No, I
Guess what? That's that's what I thought when I was your age. I
hmm
had
Exactly. I could conquer anything. Uh-huh.
I was, bruh, mine is
Uh-huh.
made up. I ain't nah, never.
Hmm.
no, Aaron. I'll give you a perfect example, right? I'll give you a perfect example because this just happened the other day, right? So now drop me off at work. All good. Car's fine. Yo, I drive back to work after lunch and I'm chilling. I go after work, go to hop in my car. Yo, boom, my car won't start. I'm like, yo, okay, I prepared for this. I know what to do. You know, jump the car, it'll be fine. We'll figure it out as we go. I get somebody to jump the car. We're jumping it, jumping it. It's not working. Jumping it. It doesn't want to jump. I'm like, holy crap, my car is dead, dead. Is it the starter? Is it the alternator? Is it the battery? I don't know. I just know it won't start. I gotta get home. So I get somebody to give me a ride home. I get home, I freak out. I tell Sonata, yo, I didn't ride home. I don't have my car. I don't know what to do. We're gonna have to figure out how to get to work tomorrow because I work and she works. We got one car. It's dead at my job. How are we gonna get to work?
Uber.
Like yo, like yo, I planned for this scenario. At the same time, I was not ready for the scenario because it didn't work out the way I expected it to work out.
Yeah,
Like it didn't go as planned.
and
Simple.
then
That's on the simple end of things.
Yeah, we're
I,
not talking
Yeah,
about motorcycle accident.
Bruh.
like you
that's the thing. I already know. Like, I already understand about that. I'm not saying like I'm not saying that I'm going to react perfectly. Don't confuse me with saying I'm gonna react perfectly. I'm
Yeah,
saying that in every circumstance, I know what I'm like the things I'm gonna do to like get out of that situation.
okay.
And then with next, what's next? What's next? You know, it's if this don't work, then not, then not, then not. Like with Elijah, the card, that just happened with me and Veronica. Like that just happened like 2 weeks ago. Ask Eric. I was trying to fix that car for 2 weeks,
All right. Keep that
and
same.
then figured it out. Like I'm not saying it's easy, but at the end of the day, all of us have the resources to get through it, and it's just about finding those resources. It's like a math problem, honestly.
time you figured it out in. Because me personally, I was not satisfied in the time I figured it out. Because I figured it out. I got a new battery. My car's working fine. But yo, it took me longer than I wanted it to.
What? It, well, I've learned that I'm not on my timing. I'm on God's timing, so that don't matter. It don't matter when I want to do stuff. I've already accepted that. I had to learn that already a long time ago. Not long. Yeah.
Like so many years.
Yeah, he had 2 weeks ago.
Mm.
All right. What y'all think is the hardest thing in life?
You ready, or you want me to go?
Go ahead, Aaron. I got mine, but go ahead.
Uh, I'm trying to. I'm so I'm debating if I want to tell. I want to tell like a truthful answer, like y'all, or if I want to just tell another answer that I got.
What you mean? What is this whole? What is the whole point? Is to
Okay,
be truthful and
yeah,
open,
I'm gonna be
right?
real. I'm gonna be
Are you
real.
real?
Like one thing that I learned once I turned like 18, 19 years old, hardest thing,
Last month.
hardest thing for me to do is, y'all know, all right, y'all know when y'all hitting it right, y'all doing it right, and like you into it, like it's passionate, like you know what
Wait,
I mean, like
Time out.
wait, yeah,
wait.
No,
Time
no, no.
out.
Let
Go.
him, let him go and say what he
Go
got to
ahead.
say.
You
We
talking
listening.
about something hard is to do in sex?
yeah, wait,
We
wait,
listening. We
yeah,
listening.
Go
no,
ahead,
no,
go ahead, go ahead, go
no,
ahead.
no,
2 minutes is average, Aaron.
that's not even what I'm saying. I'm not even saying like time. Like I'm not even. We're not even gonna talk about the time. I'm just
Oh,
talking about
please.
like you into it. Like you 100%. Like all of you is into that motion. Like you like I'm killing it. I'm killing it. I'm killing it. And then
Killing it, killing it.
My
yeah.
mom just logged on.
So the
Perfect.
hardest thing in life is
You
when you
know,
get into an argument. You get into an argument and
so you you hitting it, and
all
what?
right, you hating it right, and then you get that feeling. All y'all know that
Uh
feeling. You get that feeling.
huh.
But you into it and it's feeling good and you like, okay, I got two choices right now.
Gotta pull out.
Like pull out. or I can stay in. That's a hard choice. Like I ain't gonna cap. Dude, I make the right choice, but that's a hard choice to make. In the moment, one of the hardest choices you'll ever
My
make.
man is playing
Be
with fire.
Be real.
You know, so it only take like a millisecond to make the wrong
Exactly.
It might
That's
not
why I
even be a
say
millisecond. You might already,
exactly.
by the time you got that thought, you already might have made the wrong decision.
Exactly. So that that's how y'all know. That's what it's like in basketball. You got a second to
decisions.
make decisions. You know what I mean? Like in that moment, you don't even have the second to make that decision. It's life or death right there. It's your whole future right there. That's a hard decision.
So
After you
that
like, okay, I made that was an easy decision, but in the moment,
so you did the you pulled out every time then, right?
you see, look, maybe
Oh,
leave little errands running around. Definitely not.
Ha, that don't
mm,
mean nothing.
nah, that means absolutely nothing.
Look,
That don't mean nothing.
hey, if my pullout game could be anything, it'd be pro. It'd be pro athlete, NBA, superstar, all star, Hall of Fame. I'm not even out the league yet. No,
So then if your pullout game is that hard, then that's not
It's too
something that's
easy.
hard.
no, but
Exactly.
making it in the moment, it's still a decision every time. Like it's still a choice in your head, and because it's a choice, because it's a choice, like it makes it a hard one.
Okay,
That
because I got a solution for anybody that's making that choice. You can borrow my kids for a weekend, and then that choice won't be so much of a choice anymore.
bruh, them is the them that and that's on the good end of
And my
kids.
kid, exactly, and my
That's on
kids
the
is
good end of
angels,
kids, bruh.
exactly.
Elijah,
So it's called birth control for a reason. You could get it
Yeah,
in pill form. You could
birth
take the
control
shot.
is
You got
ninety-nine
Plan
percent.
B. You
There's
got
no birth
condoms.
control. There's no birth control. That's 100% guaranteed. So,
Yes, there is. You want to know what it's called?
man,
Abstinence.
oh,
And
Abstinence.
I'm with it.
oh my God, this boy
oh,
said anal.
go ahead, Elijah.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
It worked.
Oh my
Go ahead,
God.
Elijah.
How you know it work, Aaron?
Oh my gosh, you guys got issues.
Elijah, I think you're breaking up. I can't hear you.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hmm.
Anybody else done did that before?
Oh my God.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm married, y'all. I stopped the. I don't got to worry about making that
Listen,
tough decision no more.
Elijah, that's an easy decision for me. I'm staying in.
Stop, no.
Um,
I was gonna make that decision.
no, no.
Oh my god.
It's two options for me. Is there a mess or is there no mess? Nigga, no mess. I'm good.
He said a mess or
That's
no mess.
uh,
A
Twinkie or
mess.
toaster strudel.
Toaster strudel.
Toaster strudel or Twinkie.
No, 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 no. All right. For me, I think one of the hardest decisions in life is to like not necessarily do what you want to do, but like actually want to do something and have everything else inside of you tell you, yo, forget that.
See, me
Like
and
you know
Elijah got
when
the same idea. That's the same thing. That's
you
the
know
same
like you know when
thing.
you like you tell yourself like this is what you're gonna do, but like you
In
your
that moment,
body, your opportunities,
And
everything else in the world is telling you. nah, this ain't the right move. But you just, like you're supposed to do one thing, but every telling you to do something else.
I
Like
know.
yo,
I just preach.
I know, I know I should. For example, right? I know I should go to work, but everything in the world is telling me work ain't it right now. Or like, yo, I know I should go in and talk to my boss about, taking
My
that next
boss.
step. But you know what that next step takes? You know that next step also means you gotta deal with a bunch of BS. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's that I know I should be doing this, but you know what it comes with? And it's like, I really, really, really don't want to deal with everything that comes with. Like,
Who's tuning in?
that's tough, tough.
Who?
I don't know who that is.
Keep
It's
going.
good.
Hey,
Keep
don't
going like that.
know everybody who log on.
No, but
Like, yo,
we
it's a
got
tough situation.
we got comments.
Oh,
Oh no, oh no,
let's
Keep
go.
going like
oh
that.
no.
Keep
Like you said,
going.
but you guys,
Hey,
you guys know what I mean, right?
I'll go
Like
look at it.
you know you're supposed to go pick up some groceries, but DoorDash is on the phone, easy, saying, "Yo, order that." But groceries is cheaper. Just get up and go do groceries. It's cheaper. But no,
I'm ordering
DoorDash,
McDonald's.
you can lay on the couch, just order them, and just be big chilling. That's
I
tough.
feel it is that is tough. No cap. That is tough.
Like,
Like
yo,
saying,
I mean,
"Ooh, I should wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning and go work out because it's my only free time and I need to work out every day." And then in your head, you're like, "But it's cold outside and this bed comfortable. Like,
yo, this bed felt good.
this bed feel good. It's so warm. Like, and then you put your foot out and you like, yeah, it's cold out there."
It really be like that.
Yep, that's a good
That's
one.
tough. But you know what's crazy? Because that's what makes the difference between like people who are like, your day-to-day individuals and your
That's
individuals that are like top
Built for
notch.
greatness.
billionaires and civil regular people, day to day
Mhm.
guys.
Like, don't get me wrong, because there's nothing wrong with being your average day-to-day person, because that's okay. Like, if that's what you're about,
Hey, hey,
that's
hey,
what
we
you're
need
about.
people like that in the world.
Right?
It's just not gonna be
You
me.
gotta make some
Ooh,
decisions.
you could be great at that too.
Yeah,
That's true.
you could be the greatest employee ever.
That's true.
Not for me.
He said you're very
Go
great
over
at
there and
being.
do it.
All right, what's the next
That's a,
question, Elijah? What's the next question?
I got you. I got you. I got you. All right. This one, this one is gonna be a little bit tough for anybody who's watching. All right.
Ain't even there.
When it comes to
Yeah.
gender roles, when
You
it
ain't
comes to relationship, do you feel like there are gender roles in a relationship? And if you do, why?
Okay,
okay.
I'll answer this one. Oh,
Go
go ahead, Ajay.
first since you finally got
Now,
the right.
now y'all all got to answer, huh?
I know I got one time. I told myself haters for answer.
hmm
So my answer for real is kinda.
So it's
You
yes.
have to. Yes, yes and no. It depends on the relationship, and it depends on what mm, what
The
they agree on. So let's say like sometimes in a relationship, a guy has to cook. Like he has to be like, okay, I'm a cook. I have to clean because the opportunities that life is giving me right now aren't the same as the opportunities that she's getting. Because she may be working a job where she gets paid more money and he just got fired, so he can't even work at the moment because he can't find a job. Like then he has to step up and take different roles. Whereas it goes the other way. Like for her, like if he's making all the money, there's no reason that he should, and she's not working. There's no reason he should be coming home to a dirty house, to no food. But it's just it goes the same with her. If she's making all the money, there's no reason that she should be coming home to a dirty house and no food. Like in a relationship, everybody has to put in work. Everybody has to to move and be flexible so that it it works.
So then you're
And
at no.
but yes, at the same time, for me personally, yes,
So
because
what about yes? What at what yes?
okay, let me explain. So for me, I say yes because at the end of the day,
I don't
it
cook.
it
Okay, so
yes, I do cook though. I've learned to cook. I've had to cook. But for me, at the end of the day, for me to be flexible, for me to be happy and healthy, both mentally and physically, I have to be doing something that's not cleaning. I have issues with cleaning because of childhood trauma. Just issues. I don't
Hmm.
like to clean.
Don't we all?
you ain't never like clean, even when you're a child. You mean?
before before the
For a
childhood
reason.
trauma.
For no. So niggas, this is how y'all niggas taught me how to clean, right? This is how y'all niggas taught me to clean. Nigga, go sweep. Okay, sit here and watch me sweep. Now you do the same thing I just did. Nigga, that's not how I learned to do stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
No, but it's I don't know about OJ and Eric, but I didn't get taught how to sweep either.
okay,
I
an
figured it out.
example. Do you like to clean? No, nigga. So that explains that explains it. Like,
Like,
how am I
yeah.
supposed to like doing something that I was never taught properly how to do? You're not gonna like it. It's just like nowadays there's a ton of people who are like, I don't like playing video games. Not because they don't like video games, but because at a young age they were never good at video games because they were never taught how to play and they never like properly learned how to play. So now they're like, okay, I don't like it.
Oh, that's you're in the thing.
So, in other words, what you're saying is you can learn to like how to clean?
Yes,
Because at one point I was anti video games.
yes. I I used to hate to cook. Right. Yesterday I made yesterday I cooked noodles with beef and broccoli. With cheesy beef and broccoli noodles. Like y'all chefs, y'all say no, that's nothing. But like me
Bro,
Hey.
personally, I was eating on. It was fire. It was bomb.
Mhm.
For the people that I cooked it for, they agreed it was delicious. So I mean, at the end of the day, what's food for? It's for your stomach to taste good. It filled my stomach and it tasted good. What more do I need?
what brand was it? Was it Nor?
No, I literally made noodles. I literally made beef. I literally made broccoli.
Watch out.
All of it. Like
And you
I
ate the
cooked it all.
broccoli? And you ate the broccoli?
Yeah,
Go eat broccoli.
What
I
kind of
did steamed broccoli.
Aaron over here steaming, making
So
top
like
ramen. It
so
homemade
like
top ramen.
like I was saying, it all comes down to like the relationship and what they're both good at and willing to do.
Okay, so gender roles. Your turn, LJ.
I completely understand. I would say that gender roles are not a thing because in any situation, in any moment, they would have to be switched.
Hi Tish.
Oh,
She's
hi
trying to sleep.
Tish.
Any gender roles have to be switched because you, like I was saying earlier, you never know what you're gonna go through or what's gonna happen in life. So you never know. You may you may need to just switch. You may have to in this moment do the dishes, or you may have to clean that restroom
Mhm.
because you know. So that
That's a good point.
I'm not cleaning the
I got
restroom though. I'll cook
a
though.
Eric. Please let me know, Eric, if we gotta talk about the truck window. Let me know. But like I experienced that with Eric. Like when Eric got into his car accident, like he wasn't able to work. He wasn't able to do his thing. So the gender roles flipped. I witnessed it. All of a sudden, things had to be different. Things had to be different. Like I get it. That's just
yes,
my example.
yes, things have to be different, but did the role you're in the scenario that you presented? Did the role switch?
We're we're not talking on that because if it was anybody else, they would have switched.
But it doesn't matter if they would have switched or not. The point is, at the end of the day, they needed to switch. At the
But
end of the day, the gender rules weren't the same.
But in all relationships, it that's not how it is. In some relationships, they don't need to switch. In some relationships, they just have to have it covered. So the guy will just have to make enough money to where if that were to happen, they can handle it. Some
That's
relationships
all.
they don't need to switch.
That's why we got sick leave. That's that paid sick leave. Yeah.
That's why we learn how to hustle. That's what.
Exactly. That's why you learn. So like I understand. Yes, in a really good relationship where both people are equals, yes. But in some relationships, they're not equal. Sometimes the guy stays where the guy is, and the girl stays where the girl is. That's why I say it depends on the relationship.
Eric,
Our person in chat said whatever works for you.
that's yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
In every relationship, it's gonna be different. Everybody. Let me give you an example. With
Mutual
me,
understanding. Who is this?
Uh,
there were a couple things that we were like, you know, it's just something that I don't want to do, and this is something that I won't want to do.
Hmm.
What she didn't want to do was clean the dishes. She don't do dishes, and one thing that I didn't do was clean the restroom.
It's that sucks that that's all of us. Nobody wants to clean the restroom.
that's, that's just so. It was like, but over time, you're gonna have to do those things.
Hmm.
at one point,
Gonna have to switch.
to have
Just
a healthy relationship.
not all the time, and it doesn't have to be something that's gonna happen all the time. But there will be certain instances where you're gonna have to switch,
Yeah.
and it does. It really is whatever works for you.
I think when we're talking like just relationship and gender roles, I think we're at a place in life, in time and space where gender roles are completely out the window. Like that they're pointless. Like
Especially if they're trying to switch. They're trying to make genders go.
yeah, gender is not even a thing
Especially if they're
anymore.
trying to switch genders.
I agree, but I don't agree at the same time. I'll tell you guys this personally. I believe gender roles in a relationship is a thing, and the reason I believe gender roles in a relationship is a thing is simply because your relationship, if like if you're okay with gender roles, why why can't gender roles be a thing in a relationship? Like I'll give you guys a perfect example. I don't cook. When I cook, if I really, really, really have to, I will. Do I prefer to cook or do I prefer to just go order out, right? I don't like to cook. But in the beginning of my relationship, before I found my wife, right? I told her straight up, I was like, yo, I don't cook. You know what she told me? She said, I love to cook. I
Hmm.
said, cool, bet, it works. I don't cook. You love to cook. I'm going to make sure I do everything I can to make sure you're able to cook what you can. Like, it went, it worked for both of us. So our gender roles work out. I don't care about other people's gender roles because honestly, you do you. I'm your gen. I don't care. But in our relationship, we have our gender roles, and we're okay with our gender roles. It's that simple.
So in other words, what you're saying is a gender role is whatever you make it inside your relationship. So
Yeah,
theoretically, if I love to cook and my other half doesn't love to cook, my gender role is cooking.
boom.
Right.
You do it
So
as
then
the
it's
man
not
in
a
your
gender role.
relationship.
Then it's not
You're
a
doing the
gender role.
cooking,
Yeah.
and then as the woman in her relationship, she doesn't necessarily do the cooking. Maybe she does something else.
Right.
But there's
But
still a man thing to do in your relationship and a woman thing to do in your relationship.
But
Like my main thing to do in my relationship is make sure my wife is able to have any ingredients she needs to cook whatever she wants to cook. If that's paying for some expensive ingredients, I pay for some expensive ingredients.
Okay, so I have another, because basically what you just said, Elijah, is there is no rule. It's just more so like it's just more so whatever you agree to. But I have another part. I have another part to it where it's like, okay, I believe that
dang,
the men are supposed to lead, right? That
That's good.
leading
Ooh,
leading is
That's a whole
a
nother
gender role.
that's a whole
ooh,
nother topic. It's a whole
No, it's not,
that's a whole nother
because
podcast.
a,
yo,
gen-
we gonna have
yo.
a gender
time.
role is that's a role. A leader can be your role in the relationship, and that is some just like a woman's. I feel like a woman's
Y'all got
role.
bad internet connection.
I think it's you, LJ, because I'm chilling.
Right. So, but
Uh,
that would be
it depends
saying
on what we're talking.
only a woman can, I mean, only a man can lead.
But no,
No, no, no, no, no.
that's not
It's
what it
not
said.
that only a man can lead. It's in a relationship. The leader of the relationship is a man, but the woman
Yes.
can still be a leader in her own aspect. But when it comes to a relationship,
Okay. So let
And then
me,
the woman is supposed to hold it down. She's supposed to be the stability.
right,
ooh,
theoretically, but look at it this way. Okay. So, as a leader, what is the number one thing that you can do to lead greatly, to lead very good?
Lead by
by
example.
example,
Okay. Lead by example. What's the number two thing that you could do?
I think that's because we're all taught the same thing, lead by example. But that's just one reason why we all do
What's
the
another thing that you could do other than leading by example?
Uh, go out of your
Don't
way
make
to
me quote grandpa.
learn.
Appoint the correct people.
That too.
So theoretically, if you're appointing your wife to lead whatever aspect of that relationship that is, you're still
That's
being
still
a
leading.
leader,
Yes, absolutely.
but she's also being a leader. So, like for
Yeah,
instance, if finances is not your deal, and you decide you're going to come home and you're just going to give her every check, and you're telling her, babe, you're going to lead finances in this relationship.
I'm putting your
She's
hand.
yeah, she's leading finances. It is all on her. She's doing it. If
But
stuff hit the fan, it yes, it comes back on you because you appointed her, but it comes back on her because you gave her the lead. So women can
Right.
still lead. So theoretically, there
Yeah,
isn't any gender roles.
women are still, but no, just because you can lead doesn't mean that you should be the leader in the relationship. Like you said, you started off by saying you appointed her to do that.
Right?
exactly. You made that decision. That's
Yeah,
the thing. You made that decision, and she had to accept that decision. Because at the end of the day, if you make a decision and she doesn't accept that decision, that relationship isn't going to work out. Just as much as you, as a leader, if your wife is telling you, hey, yo, I think this should happen, and you don't take that into consideration as a man, oh, you're fucking up.
yeah,
Just
There
because just because you're the leader and just because you're making decisions doesn't mean you shouldn't take your wife's decision into consideration. Because if you don't take her into consideration, you're not leading. You're sorry, pardon my French. You're not leading shit.
okay, so one of we have a comment. Eric Ewing says, what
I'm
happens
kidding.
if her hands get cut off and she can no longer cook?
What if her what?
Her hands get
What
cut off and she can no longer cook.
can't cook
Oh,
no
that
more?
is a great question. If her hands get cut off and she can no longer cook, guess what? We're gonna find another situation to where we both eating good.
nigga hire a
To
chef.
eat. And it doesn't necessarily mean I'm cooking.
That's funny. Oh my gosh.
What, Hello Fresh? Hello Fresh is a thing. Yo, there's cooking things to
It
where
don't.
you
That
don't
is
have to, you can
Hello
just pay
Fresh.
for it.
Yeah, in
But
HelloFresh you still cook.
Yeah, it don't cook for
yeah,
you.
About that.
But they
It,
make microwave meals, Elijah. You'll be all right.
Yo, what we how old was
He gonna be eating the Hungry Man's for the rest of his
Hungry
life.
man, and
so
Marie
so
calendars.
Sonata said she was 4 when she started cooking. Say less. Our kids could start cooking at 6. Me somewhere in the middle.
Sonata gonna be sitting there. Sonata gonna be sitting there stirring her soup with her nubs.
Yeah, she gonna be like this.
Because
Hey,
Elijah don't
hey,
want to cook.
Baby, this is how
so
you do it, honey.
skills. There's a lady out there cooking with her feet,
Nah,
grabbing
Hey,
stuff.
if
nah.
it
I
tastes
seen
good,
that
tell me.
TikTok. Yeah, like legit. It's a little creepy.
LJ.
Hey, you ain't gonna eat it if it's good,
If it's good, it's good.
LJ, I'm not gonna know it's good.
cause you ain't gonna eat it.
Because I ain't gonna eat it. How am I
Uh,
supposed to know it's good? I'm not eating it.
Veronica something with her feet, you ain't gonna eat it.
Yo, don't come for her feet like that. Damn. You gotta have something explaining
Dang.
to
Hold on.
do.
Did Elijah just break the car window? I think Elijah broke the car window. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Listen, I believe there are gender roles because there are outward gender roles, and if you're religious, right? If you're religious and you read the Bible, it says very specifically in the Bible that there are gender roles. In Proverbs, there's it lays it out very specifically.
Ooh,
So I truly
which
believe
chapter,
in
what
gender roles.
verse? Let me go read it tonight.
Read all the chapters. If you ask me, read a
Proverbs what
Get
and
chapter.
what?
A
All
chapter.
of them. Okay.
get it. He said
Preach,
read all the
preacher.
chapters. That
Preach,
was a good
preach.
one. That was a
Read
good one.
them. Read all of them.
We
Like
d-
Elijah.
what is it? 31 chapters in Proverbs?
we know who his
Am I
daddy is.
mistaken? I could be wrong. 31 chapters, I think. But anyways, there's 31 days in the month. On some months, there's 28 in some months. But anyway, you can read a chapter a day. They're short, and it will outline the gender roles if you are religious. It's not to say if you're not religious, I mean you don't gotta read it, but if you're religious, yo, it's there. It tells you what's up. It tells you that the man is the leader. But like Eric said, also as a leader, you can appoint somebody to take control of a situation, or you can appoint somebody to take control of one aspect in you guys' relationship. It's not to say that just because a man is a leader, a man has to do it all. I'm the man. I
And it
got to
doesn't
take it all on.
and it
No, that's
doesn't
not what that means.
yeah, it also doesn't mean that the woman's any lesser than the man. The woman is right there. They still have to talk through all their decisions. It's really for me the way I see it, it's really just if they come to an impasse where it's both, they're both dead on their decisions, then the next decision that's made comes down to him. And then if everything messes up, if he messes up everything, it comes down on him. And that's his he has to take that he has to bear that extra weight to get it back, to get them back to where they're supposed to be.
But it also comes down to communication. Like
And
talking about random scenarios with your significant other. Like, yo, what are we going to do if I'm laying in our deathbed and you got a choice to pull the plug or not pull the plug? What are we going to do?
I'm
Hey,
not pulling
yo,
the
I
plug.
want you to pull the plug, or I want you not to
I'm not
pull the
pulling the
plug.
plug.
It, it's just having that conversation of, yo,
It's till death
Here's
do us part. So if we pull the plug, that mean we pull the plug on both of us, right, Aaron? If one of
yeah,
us die, we all die.
So
and
you
that's hard work.
until death do us part. That means death gonna do her and she gonna be a part.
Yo, that's what. Yo, yo, I want to be single again. Yo, dog. Hey,
Oh
dog,
my
pull up.
god.
Pull it. Hey, hey,
Yeah,
hey, hey.
hot girl summer.
I'm in the club
Ah.
tonight. No, I'm just kidding. I'm in the club tonight.
On another note, there are 31 books in Proverbs.
Yeah, 31 books. You could, you 31 chapters in Proverbs. You could read a
Elijah,
chapter
what
a
month
day.
did you read it in? February?
no.
You just missed the last three. Nah, I'm not gonna front. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys I read every chapter of Proverbs every day because I really don't. But I have at one point read every chapter of Proverbs. So it's out there like, yo, read it. It's good stuff if you're religious.
He
If
said,
you're
I
not
read the
religious,
first chapter
I don't
10
know.
years ago. I read the second chapter 11 years ago. Read third chapter yesterday. Fourth
Hey,
chapter
better
2
late
weeks
than
ago.
never.
Right.
And right, you read
Got
it,
it.
you read it like, yo, I'm not about to front with y'all.
All right, I gotta go. I gotta dip. You gotta close it up,
All
Elijah.
right, y'all. End the stream.
Nope. Elijah gotta pray.
Elijah.
Before, since you guys called me my dad, let me channel my inner father. Can everybody please close their eyes and bow their heads?
Is it your inner father or is it your inner grandfather?
I can't tell the difference sometimes.
If you did it,
Shots fired.
I'm sorry.
y'all know
Oh,
Elijah.
sorry.
You know he heard that, right?
He definitely did because
Bow
he
your
is
head, close your
definitely
eyes.
on.
All right, everybody,
Bow
close
your head,
your
close your
hands
eyes.
and bow your eyes.
Oh God, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity to spend time with my brothers. Thank you for this opportunity to just talk about what we go through and everything, God. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. Lord, please let their lives be blessed. Let them have the opportunity to come back on this Friday, God. I just pray that you just bless our family, bless the podcast, and let us use this podcast as an opportunity, God. Uh, love you, praise you, honor you. Thank you for everything that you do. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen.
Amen. I thought you was about to